Hello and welcome to the latest installment of James buying junk he doesn't need from the auction. In this case, we have a 1998 Honda Civic EX. D16Y8, 5-speed manual, and a surprisingly clean body. I've already poked around the underside of it and there's barely any rust to speak of. This is way cleaner than my old 98 DX. That thing had a hole in the floor, the sides were gone. Needs a pressure wash. It's got some cheap tint that needs to be removed. Interior is as musty as can be. It's got some various fungi and whatever else growing in here. I'm gonna need to bust out my ozone generator for damn sure. And it's gonna need a date with the pressure washer. That is, once I get it running. I wasn't able to film at the actual auction. It was a police auction ran by the county. And I picked this up for $550. Wasn't able to get too good a look at it there since it was kind of wedged in the back. I literally just got it towed here from the auction. Air filter's decent. I'm gonna be able to see. Actually, I'm gonna leave this off. I need to see if there's any chance that I can, if it'll fire up, if it's just the, if it needs fuel, or maybe if the ignition coil went bad. I mentioned I had a DX, and that's actually what happened on that car. The ignition coil, which is underneath the cap and tucked behind the rotor here, that was bad and it wouldn't fire at all. In this case, I'm thinking it's either going to be that or fuel. I checked the oil at the auction. It does have it. Actually, I should probably check coolant, too. Huh, it actually has coolant. I have no idea if it has any fuel in it. It doesn't have a battery. Clutch reservoir has fluid in it. Needs to be flushed, obviously. Get brake fluid, too. No leaks. That timing belt, I guarantee, is shot. Well, it turns. It's not it didn't break or anything, but I'm definitely going to need to change that. Serpentine belt, too. That's just going to be a general maintenance stuff. These hoses are still pliable. It's not too bad. It's even got the little strut bar in here. Fuel filter. Just need to change all the belts, fluids, and filters. The valve cover gasket is iffy. That's gonna be a thing. What else is there? We're gonna need to clean the throttle body. I already said I'm gonna flush all this out. Here's my jump box. Didn't show this car ever. It's a 2015 Honda Fit. I've actually had this car for a few months as well, but I've just been driving it. Here's my jump box. Yeah. This jump from the auction. I had a jump box on it when it was getting towed out as well. So yeah, it will crank. Where'd I put the damn key? I had to get some keys made for it. It has a separate door and ignition key because somebody tampered with the locks. Not too surprising, seeing as it is a 90s Honda. Yep. I think I heard the fuel pump prime. No idea if this radio works. Oh, I think it popped off! No way! I think it just popped off. I swear this thing is close to firing. It's right there. It is right there. Come on, baby. You can do it. I think she needs some gas, but we're gonna have to see. Come on. I'm gonna go get some gas. Hopefully that'll help her. Should probably done a wasp check. Passes. For now, at least. Oh, good, I still have my jerry can back here. I occasionally do roadside assistance, so I'm already well prepared for this sort of thing. But I'll be right back. Quick side note. These modern EPA cans, these things suck. Seriously. They hardly pour. It takes forever to get everything out. And it makes a mess. And 2 gallons of gas, or however much that stupid modern jerry can actually let me get in later. Let's prime it a few times. Holy shit, it ran. I had to do the same thing when the DX ran too. Come on. At this point, I know it will run. I just have to get it to stay running. Let it sit for a bit longer. Either this is below the reserve, or that sending unit is bad. I have no way of knowing which it is right now, although my money is still on just the sending unit being bad. And call me a pessimist, but yeah. Come on. My jump box is starting to get weak. Come on. Come on. I might have to hook it up in series with my car. Yeah, 11.1. Well, or I could use both of these. Yep, got a little one in here too. These do have a surge protection, so it's not going to go over. Not by any real major amount. Well, probably shouldn't turn that on yet. Let me see if this will even work. should. Come on. I'm gonna have to sit you folks down, all 5 of you who are watching. There we go. Oh yeah, it cranks much faster now. It's so close. Yeah, you can hear it too. That engine still has a lot of life in it. It's got good compression. And judging by the fact that it's popping off, it's got spark. Oh, makes you wonder, why the hell was this thing parked? Maybe it just needs some help. Got something for that. Carb cleaner, starting fluid, ether, potato, tomato. I'm gonna need both heat for this. It's so close. Oop, forgot to hit the gas. That's the best it's done yet. Come on. Camera shut off. It is almost there. It actually ran. So close, yet so far. Oh wait, I was holding this the wrong way. Well, with that little oopsie fixed, damn. It did run, that much I know. Just need to get it to stay running. Ah, so close. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe that fuel pump might just be shot. I might just have to call it for now and see about, yeah, changing that, tank. Or pump. Yeah, pump. No need to change the whole tank. The next day, and I'm back with more work on the Civic. For now, I'm just coming through, seeing if these tires will hold any air. I'm gonna try to clean out the interior a bit before I do the fuel pump, just so it's a bit more pleasant to work on. For that, once I do get it running, I'll just slap some dummy tags on here and wheel it over to a car wash so that, you know, I'll actually be able to see out of it. Figure that would be a bit of a nice thing, you know. Gotta get all the growth off of here, come through and clean the cowl off. Once I get this in, I'm also gonna have to open up the sunroof and make sure, like, clean out the tracks, make sure the drains aren't clogged, which they most certainly are. At some point, depending on how the rest of this goes together, might be so inclined to maybe take this thing to Mako and get a nice quick paint job. Who knows, I might just say fuck it and leave it as is. It depends. Well, I cleaned out all the key touch surfaces and got the fuel pump out, but this is what it looks like. I'm definitely gonna have to just go ahead and replace this whole damn thing down the line. But it doesn't really matter for now, since it's not even road legal yet. Like I said, I did put a couple gallons of fresh gas in there before, so hopefully it'll dilute whatever shit is in there. Still gotta see about replacing that sending unit as well, because it appears as though my hunch about that not working was correct. Shoot, bug. Shoot. Bugs. Guess they like the smell of old, worn-out fuel. I mean, this is actually pretty easy. I didn't have any compressed air, so I just sprayed some carb cleaner around here to congeal everything and get it out. Works well enough as an improv solution. Well, I'm gonna go see what I can do about this. Well, I've got the old fuel pump out. This hose is gone. I don't think it's really rated for ethanol. Hopefully this new one is. I didn't even have a screwdriver, so I've just been using this thing. My mom got it for me, like, in high school as a birthday present. It's kind of gimmicky, but I've actually been using this thing a lot over the years. It actually does come in handy. Just gotta put this back in here, get it hooked up, throw it back in. It shouldn't be more than maybe another 5-10 minutes. Got the new pump cobbled in. Hopefully this works. All that's left to do is slap it back together and find out that, yeah, I should have just waited the extra day or so for this thing for the full assembly to come. But I'm stubborn, so sometimes I just have to learn the hard way. Yeah, and this thing gets wedged back in here. Oh, like that. There we go. Nothing to it. It's kind of hard to do this while holding the camera, but I suppose it could be worse. Overall, though, nice and simple job. Assuming you're not dealing with old, 25-year-old crusty hose. Yeah, it's probably a telltale sign for the condition of all the rubber when you're working on a car that's probably the same age as you. If I look up the build date on this thing, it would be kind of funny to see if it were built on October 30th, 1997, same as me. Forgot my 10 mil out here. And that's really... Alright. And do it in approximately a star pattern. Probably should have done this the other way, but whatever. Worst case, I'm probably going to end up replacing this whole assembly anyway. So the only reason I'm using this still is because nobody had the full assembly. Would have been quicker, no dealing with rusty, or not rusty, corroded connections, which I had to clean off. Lord knows if that worked or not. And on top of everything else. Yep, tight. Not aiming the camera down here. You can tell that I'm definitely an amateur at this. The auto repair stuff comes easy, even if it is annoying at times, but I have very little experience with actually filming stuff, much less when I'm doing this, while doing this stuff. I'm just gonna have to come back later. Only put you down for about 45 seconds there, but really, for this, trying to do this with just one hand isn't really gonna work. Now, gotta go rig up the batteries and see if this thing will... Well, not batteries, my jump boxes, and see if this thing will actually prime. We got power. Where'd my keys go? Here they are. Which one of you is the... Okay. Here's the ignition key. The seat rails are stuck in place as well, so I'm gonna have to take those out and lubricate them. I heard priming. I always like to prime it 3 times. What'd I tell ya? 1 fuel pump later and she runs like new. Let's see if it's charging. It's hard to see, but it's showing 13.8 volts. It's actually staying running. I'm gonna let it sit here for a bit and do its thing. Not really smoking much. I think the brake switch is stuck on. Oh, I'll replace that. That's not too bad. Shit's stuck under here. This part of the water barrier? Probably. So far, so good. Yep, batteries hold it. Well, not battery, but alternator output is 14.5. That's working. Makes you wonder then, why the hell they parked this thing? Yep, sending unit still doesn't work. That is definitely bad. Then again, my last one didn't have a working fuel gauge either, so it is what it is. Should probably see if this thing leaks at all. It does not. I'm calling that a success. It's amazing what you can do with nothing but some cheapo hand tools that I got from... I don't even remember where I got these, like maybe a Walmart or a gas station or something. Just to have a basic toolkit to keep inside the fit for doing roadside assistance. Because there's always going to be something where you're going to need it. See, take a peek at my workbench here. Didn't want to do it on the ground and get the fuel sock even more filthy than it was. Well, like I said, eventually I'm just going to replace that whole assembly. I've still got to figure out what I'm going to do about that sending unit. Oh, I should probably run the codes, too. I definitely can't keep you here for that. Bringing you back for just a sec, I didn't realize that just now they've got one of these strut bars here in the trunk, too. Honestly, I'm just going to leave it here. I'm going to get into autocross at some point anyway. Well, with this thing, I've done it in old cars. I haven't done it in a while, though.